Hey, it's Becca from the Saunders Pack, and I have spent a lot of time outside in January. Okay, so by a lot, I think it's a lot for me. Maybe it's not a lot for you. But I am doing the 1,000 Hours Outside Challenge, and so for my very first month, I got 22 hours and 10 minutes. I am a Texan who moved to Iowa. I don't identify as an Iowan yet. Okay, I am a Texan who lives in Iowa. So I got 22 hours and 10 minutes despite there being snow on the ground for like the majority of the month. And my children don't like being cold. So my 2-year-old and my 10-month-old don't want to be cold. And we still got 22 hours and 10 minutes outside. Well, when I say we, it was me. They were with me for like the majority of it, but not all of it. So I want to take some time and break down what that looked like this month for me, and I put it all on a calendar, so I'll pop it up on the screen so you can see too. Well, as you can see, I did quite a bit of walking. So on January 1st, I was really excited about the 1,000 Hours Outside Challenge. It hadn't snowed yet. It was kind of nice weather. And so I took a couple of my siblings and we walked down to the nearest grocery store, bought our groceries, and then walked back home. Let me just tell you, the walk home was uphill with a wagon full of like juice and milk and heavy things, and that wasn't well thought out. I am not a fit lady, okay? As you can like probably tell, I am not a skinny little thing. I'm not even an in shape kind of gal. I am definitely a recovering couch potato, okay? I'm starting to get a little more exercise now, but like my body wasn't ready for that. So I came home very tired, but it was fun. So that was day one. I started off really excited, and then you can see that it dropped off kind of quick. And went on a couple walks, but the snow, man, it's just the snow. And you can see on the 5th, I was really excited because I'm like, I'm going to take my kids out in the snow. It's going to be so fun. And I got an hour total. And that was some time by myself and some time with the kids. And the kids didn't want to be in the snow. And my daughter had fun for a little while, and then she was like, my hands are cold. And I'm like, well, it's because you took off your gloves. Don't take off your gloves. And she's like, I want to go inside. So that didn't last very long. And my son, I was really excited because I'm like, this is your first snow, buddy. I mean, he saw it on Christmas, but like we didn't go out. So I'm like, this is your first snow, buddy. Like, come on. You get to really play in it this time. This is going to be so great. And so I bundled him up as best as I could, and I put him down in the snow, and he immediately cried. And he was just not happy with me. Also, he'd been crying the entire time I was getting ready because he didn't want the layers. So, like with every layer, he would scream a little harder. And I was like, it'll all be worth it once you get in the snow, buddy. And then he got in the snow, and he hated it. So, he only stayed out for like 5 minutes, if that. And I kept thinking it would get better, and it didn't. He just doesn't want it. He does not want to be a part of the snow at all. Then I tried again a different day, and he was like, get me out of here. So that did not work well. But as you can see, I tried to have some walks in here. If you looked at my other video, which I'll pop a link up, I have a whole bunch of goals for the year, and one of those is my fitness goal is to walk for 30 minutes every day. As you can see, I didn't do that in January because cold. It's just really cold. I love it. I found out about myself that I actually love the cold. As you can see, I'm sitting out on the deck right now in my coat, just like filming this. I mean, it's not near as cold as it was, but it's like cold by Texas standards for sure. But I actually really love the cold. I like the cold wind on my face. I think shoveling snow is super fun. I like shoveling out the driveway. I'm like total opposite of my children. But when there's 2 of them that like need me, it's difficult to get out. So some of these times that you're seeing like playing in the snow means I put the kids to bed and then I went outside and personally played in the snow because I really like it and I'm making up for lost time here. Anyways, really I tried to get time in, but I didn't really get consistent until the second half of the month. And it's because for one, it warmed up a little bit. It wasn't snowy anymore. It was just a little bit cold. And the kids can handle that a lot better. And also, I had been asking my daughter, like, do you want to go on a walk today? And she'd be like, no, Mom, it's cold. Or like, sometimes she would say yes, and she'd change her mind. And then I just decided, walking is good for us. Outside time is good for us. And I'm your mom, so we are going on a walk. We're going to. So let's just have fun while we're doing it. And the first couple of times she was like, I don't want to go on a walk. And then we'd get outside and she'd have fun because I would let her run and splash in puddles or like touch the snow or whatever. And now she knows that like every single day we will be going on a walk. It's just, do we want to do it before your nap or after your nap? Because it's happening. And so now it's like become part of our routine. And that's like in half of January. You can really see from like the 24th on how it's been every single day. And that's why. It's because I've gotten us to where like we are going on walks. There were a couple days with no outside time. I did get sick, and that was part of it. But even when I was sick, I tried to go outside some. Another thing that I found out that I could do well is to work outside. Right now is nap time. So both kids are asleep. And when both kids are asleep, it's usually my cleaning time. But I'm changing it to my work time. I work from home. And so if I have to travel sometimes, but I'm primarily at home. So if I'm at home, then I try to block off that nap time hour to like get all my meetings in and do all that stuff. Well, I was doing that all inside. Now I just flipped it to where I'm doing it outside. So as soon as, one kid's asleep, as soon as the second kid goes down, I come out, I have the baby monitor with me, and I go back inside whenever one of them wakes up. It's just like that is my dedicated outside time now, as long as I can. Sometimes there'll be some chores or whatever that I have to get to, but as long as I can, I'll take my computer out and I'll be working on the back deck. One day then I just like popped up a table in the front yard and was like, this is my work. And I just worked and the baby woke up and I brought him outside with me and continued working until my toddler woke up, and it was good. And, sometimes their naps are a little bit staggered, and so it's only about an hour of time there, but I'm just going to try to get it when I can. Another thing, I really like the 1,000 Hours Outside app. It's really cool. One of the cool things that you can do is you can add pictures and notes. So I've been trying to make notes of like what I'm doing while I'm outside every day. And I've been trying to add pictures too. Well, I realized when like trying to film this video that all of my pictures are of my children, just like every single one. And as someone who doesn't post her kids online, that means I don't really have any photos for you. So in the coming months, I'll try to like take some pictures that aren't of them also, so I can have something to add here to my updates so you can kind of get a feel for it. I feel like I've kind of hit my groove. And I expect to get plenty more hours as we go on. The first week of January compared to the last week of January, like clearly I'm getting better. I'm finding my groove, but also it's going to get warmer. And when it gets warmer, I won't have to fight my children to come outside with me. And maybe by that point, they'll be more used to it too. And by the way, I don't want anyone to be concerned. Like, I'm making sure that they're bundled up and taken care of, okay? Like, they're not just, like, freezing. They just don't like it. And my daughter the other day, she was like, turn off the sun, Mom. It's in my eyes. Just turn it off. My 2-year-old. And I was like, I can't turn off the sun, baby. And then she screamed at me like, why not? And I was like, because it's the sun. I don't know what to say to you right now. And she was like, just turn off the sun, Mom. And I was like, I can't turn off the sun. Just like close your eyes. I don't know what to do for you. We need to go find you some sunglasses. But anyways, I'm hoping that my little indoor children will become outdoor children with me, because as far as health benefits go, I mean, just getting some sun every morning on its own is so beneficial for us. And I can honestly say that I feel better than I have in quite a while just getting this time outside. And it's really something that, I'd always thought, oh yeah, I kind of want to spend more time outside. But now feeling the difference between, like November to January, the month of November where I was primarily inside, to January when I've been outside more and more, just the more I go outside, the more I want to stay out here. It feels so good. I'm just happier, and I'm definitely getting healthier. My son was born in April, and so like April 1st, he just turned 10 months old. So in that time, I've lost 60 pounds, and here's the kicker. I haven't tried, okay? I've just literally, I have not focused on weight loss at all. I only know that number because I just weighed myself the other day, just out of curiosity. And that's 60 pounds lost without focusing on calories or weight loss or exercising every day. I don't exercise every day. I mean, now I kind of do because I'm going on walks, but like not every day. You can see there's some holes in the schedule. But like I haven't focused on weight loss. I've just focused on I want to treat my body better. And so I'm still eating processed foods. I'm still like, I am not 100% at all. Okay, you're going to catch me eating like chips and chili dogs. That's what I just had. But I'm also trying to, okay, like I'm not just going to eat because I'm bored, because that's not very nice to my body. I always feel gross after that. Or like, okay, usually I would drink nothing but soda. Let me throw in a little bit of water. Let me just try to be a little bit nicer to my body. Let me walk a little bit more because it feels good. It's what I need. Let me go outside. Let me be in nature. And so I've already had 60 pounds of weight loss in one of the most stressful periods of my entire life. I'm not going to go into detail on it because honestly, the internet doesn't need to know my personal business. Not like that. But like these last 7 months have been the hardest months of my entire life. When I say everything in my life has changed, I mean every stinking thing in my life looks completely different than it did a year ago, and a lot of it isn't what I would have chosen. But in the midst of that, I have still been able to feel all these positive things just by trying to be nice to the body that I've been blessed with. So, anyways, all of that to say, I expect a lot more time outside in the coming months because I'm honestly getting kind of addicted to the feeling of just being outside and hearing the birds and feeling the wind and just feeling the dirt in my toes, and I'm becoming addicted to it. It's good for me. It is good for my kids. So I will be looking for any opportunity to go outside that I can. And if you want to hear more about how this journey is going to go, please subscribe to my channel. And I will be back in about a month with another update.